Welcome to the show.
back at it with another season of the Road to the Show podcast. I'm your host, Ben Gelman. Today, we're focusing on the Major League Baseball amateur draft, specifically on one of my diamonds in the rough. This is a player, not a household name yet. There's a long way to go. Maybe not at the top of the draft class, but I think there's a real future at the major league level for this player. I have Hall of Fame outfielder Ken Griffey Jr. with me today. Ken, what advice would you give this player who might not be considered a sure thing to make it? What would you tell them as they begin their professional journey?
Yeah, I mean, you have an opportunity. Anytime you have an opportunity to impress somebody, to go out there and do something, then you can do it. And they don't care, who you are, what round, what this, what that. They just want you to go out there and play. And if you can perform day in and day out, you will be in the big leagues.
With the MLB draft already
We're back at it with another season of the Road to the Show podcast. I'm your host, Ben Gelman. Today, we're focusing on the Major League Baseball amateur draft, specifically on one of my diamonds in the rough. This is a player, not a household name yet. There's a long way to go. Maybe not at the top of the draft class, but I think there's a real future at the major league level for this player. I have Hall of Fame outfielder Ken Griffey Jr. with me today. Ken, what advice would you give this player who might not be considered a sure thing to make it? What would you tell them as they begin their professional journey?
Yeah, I mean, you have an opportunity. Anytime you have an opportunity to impress somebody, to go out there and do something, then you can do it. And they don't care, who you are, what round, what this, what that. They just want you to go out there and play. And if you can perform day in and day out, you will be in the
We're talking about one of my favorite picks in this year's MLB amateur draft, and I'm joined by mental performance coach Kellen Lee. Kellen, what have you heard about this particular prospect?
You know, when you sent over the list of people we're going to talk about, I had to do some extra research on this one. This is a guy that I, flew under the radar and I really wasn't as familiar with. But after doing a little bit more research, talked to some coaches, talked to the people that know him personally, it sounds like he's got some really strong intangibles. Sounds like he was a great teammate as an amateur player. And I would imagine that the organization perhaps did their homework a little bit and found out a little bit about him that other teams didn't, because it sounds like he brings a lot to the table on the mental side of the game.
And as Yogi Berra famously said, baseball is 90% mental, the other half is physical. Now, math on that aside, Kellen, how much has baseball emphasized mental toughness, mental development in recent years?
Yeah, there's been a huge shift in a lot of the organizations and players are turning to the mental side of the game to be just a regular part of player development, all the way from the minor leagues all the way up to the major leagues. Some of those mental performance skills include building confidence, establishing routines, setting really effective goals, maintaining motivation, visualization. The sky's the limit. But really what we know is that a really solid mental game allows these players to tap into their physical game more consistently.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. AA Baseball on the show, coming your way. It's the Portland Sea Dogs and the Harrisburg Senators.
Ladies and gentlemen,
First pitch coming your way next.
Harrisburg Senators.
So almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, number 24. What do we have on him?
He's a guy that's going to come right after hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to pitch the contacts, not worry about it. He trusts his defense behind him, and he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different offerings. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire, so he knows he'll have to work in all 3 effectively and probably pitch backwards sometime. Just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
Foul ball.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Now the 0-1. To the right side. Whips it to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 26.
Here's the left fielder, number 26.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
In there for strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
One down, base is empty. Strike 2. Got him looking. Down on strikes, and he knew it. So there's his first strikeout in AA. And he's hoping that's the type of stuff that can get him to the big leagues.
And one of the keys for pitchers at this level is being aggressive. You know, AA, they say, is a springboard to the big leagues. So showing that you're not afraid to go after guys, throw strikes, get punch outs. If he can do that down here in the minors, he'll move up the ladder in no
Next is the designated hitter, Blaze Jordan. Ground ball right side. He steps on the bag. Third out. End of a half inning of play. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, number 23.
The first baseman, number 23.
And he'll step off and take the signs again.
Nobody here, no outs. Get ahead right here.
And the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Got him swinging. And there's one down.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
So up next, Cameron Cannon. And that's in there for strike 1. And the righty deals. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And a pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Mendoza racing over to make the catch.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And now the right fielder, Freddie Valdez.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
0-1.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
This one in the air center field.
Mine.
Wilson makes the catch, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now number 10.
Leading off, the second baseman, number 10.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. One away. Now it's going to be Brandon Howlett.
The third baseman, Brandon Howlett.
And that one fouled off.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
And fouled off.
Hey, we got one here.
Kicks and fires. And down on strikes he goes. 2 gone now.
No, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to him. Charlie Madden.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
And the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And makes the grab. And that ends the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game.
Where's that one now?
Back here at the ballpark. Start of the 4th. Here's a speed threat. Gilberto Jimenez.
Leading off.
He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Hey, no outs here.
0-1. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Good eye in that spot.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
The punch out there, and there's one down.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Digging in, number 26. Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Plays Jordan.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Blaze Jordan.
2 down, 2 down.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Righty delivers. That one fouled off. And a pitch. In the air, right side. Casey under it. And that is that. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. And welcome back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Stepping in, number 23.
The first baseman, number 23.
Stay ahead, stay ahead.
And the right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Got the count 0-2.
This to third. Zips it across. One away here in the 5th.
Now batting, shortstop, Cameron Cannon.
And now Cameron Cannon.
Right here.
And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. That one close, ruled a ball. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Freddie Valdez. Up the middle, and Tuna picks it up, fires over to first. That ends the frame. So 5 perfect innings in the books. Welcome back. Here's the second baseman, number 10.
Leading off, the second baseman, number 10.
The pitch. There's a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
0-2 now. Bounce to the left side. And Tuna over to pick it up. Whips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Brandon Howlett.
Brandon Howlett now at the plate. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And the right-hander deals. The Sea Dogs still looking for their first hit in this one.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Fouled off. He was late.
Here we go, boys.
And he deals. Stays alive.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
That's to third. Keyboom handles. Gets it to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
The catcher, number 36, Charlie Madden.
And here is Charlie Madden.
We got two.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Next offering is in for a strike.
Plays it first. Down 0-2.
And here it comes. Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7. So he's perfect through 6. Back here at the ballpark, new inning getting started. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Gilberto Jimenez.
Gilberto Jimenez.
The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Come on, big guy. Get yourself
Kicks and deals. He swings and fouls one off.
Hey, nobody out now. Nobody
The
out.
0-2. Out to short. Tosses across the first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
The batter, number 26.
Now the left fielder, number 26.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
In there, and it's 0-1. The Sea Dogs hitless so far in the game. 0-2 as he waves at that one. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next offering is fouled back.
Come on, fellas. Let's go.
And down on strikes. Now 2 away. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And now, Blaze Jordan. That one's in there, 0-1. Next offer is down low.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
Here comes a pitch. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. The perfection continues. 21 straight have been retired. And welcome back. To the batter now, number 23.
Not a single base runner through the first 7 innings for these guys. They've had no answer.
The pitch. Good eye right there. So he's back out to begin the 8th. Been a really nice outing for him so far, Singy.
He's thrown the ball really well, kept hitters off balance, and he's been very efficient with that pitch count. But at this point, even though it's been relatively low, you start keeping an eye on it to make sure that he doesn't have any fatigue and injuring himself.
In the air to left center, number 19, giving chase. Nice grab on the run. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. Probably needs a second to catch his breath. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And first offering is fouled off.
Here we go, guys.
To third. And it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game. Man at first with one gone. Freddie Valdez getting ready to hit. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Mendoza makes the catch, 2 away. Next to hit, number 10.
Number 10.
Next offering, popped in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Now at the plate, Brandon Howlett.
Brandon Howlett.
Now he steps off and looks it back to second.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't worry about anything else.
And that's in there for strike 1. The 0-1. There's a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Bounce to the right side. In plenty of time to first. Out number 3.
Get ahead right here.
We go to the 9th at the plate. Charlie Madden.
Leading off, the catcher, Charlie Madden.
The pitch. There's a strike.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Just kept it simple. Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Senators. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the season.
He's getting some great results as a pitcher early on in his career, and it seems like a lot of folks around the game are taking notice. Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline joins me. Jim, what do you make of his work on the mound so far?
It's been very impressive. I mean, we always knew this guy had arm strength, but he needed to refine it, and we're seeing that. You know, this is a guy who he's not just throwing the fastball. He can throw multiple pitches. His secondary pitches have gotten better. He's throwing them for strikes, and not just strikes, but quality strikes. He's putting the ball where he wants in the strike zone. So it's been very impressive. You know, and you can sometimes see, you know, when you're watching prospects in the minors, pitchers in the minors, the guys who are really dialed in, their team loves playing behind them. The defenders are, you know, engaged. This guy's throwing strikes. The game's moving quickly. They're having success. And you can see that with this guy.
And to your point about him not relying on the fastball, it seems like Double-A, as we know, it's where a lot of the elite breaking balls emerge, guys with great sliders, curveballs, even the changeup. You know, this is where you really start to see those come into play. I think that's really been to his benefit.
Yeah, Double A is really a proving ground, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not just quality of stuff. I mean, obviously, you have to have quality stuff as a pitcher to get to Double A. But if you can't locate it, you're going to get exposed. You know, you've got to be able not just to be able to throw a curve, but, you know, if it sometimes breaks so much the guys aren't going to swing at it, you got to be able to drop it in the strike zone. And you can throw guys off with a changeup. But again, if they know it's not going to finish in the strike zone, they're not going to swing at it. And this guy really has it going.